Hi, this is Beebee. I'm here with my dog Ruby. We're playing Hustle Cat, and this salt and pepper motherfucker touched my head, which is a pet peeve of mine. But we can't hit him. It's against video game laws, so we're just gonna have to let it slide. You're a sharp one, Avery, he says. I'm glad you've joined my employ. Your employ? What the fuck? We say, well, you're keeping me busy for sure. But he's already gone. How the heck did he leave so quickly? I better get back downstairs. He's gone now. It's your opportunity to snoop for real. The others might be wondering if I fell asleep or something. Okay. Okay, so now we're back into the storyline, so hang tight. Well, I don't know what magic I worked, but it looks like Mason's locked in, so we're just gonna do it. 'Cause fuck it, right? We wanted to anyway. So, I hope she doesn't kick me out of the kitchen first. Surprise! We can't escape the lesbians. Let's just not even try. I feel like I'm intruding whenever I'm here. I'm not sure if it's Mason's aura or if it's just because cooking is the most mysterious magic of all. I wonder if she doesn't believe me. What if she thinks I'm stupid? I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm starting to figure out how to read her. I don't think she's that type of person. I hope. I don't know. It's hard to figure out without feedback, you know. She's warmed up to me, at least. I can tell that much. I don't know if she's taking pity on me because I can barely feed myself or if... Well, never mind. No use speculating. Look at me standing here and gawking. I better not slack off. I try to make myself look busy. Oh, she's not even paying attention. You know, it's funny. Before I met Mason, I didn't know cooking could be so artistic. Watching her prepare meals is like a dance. It has nothing to do with how attractive she is, right? It's just the cooking itself is such a skillful art. Although it is, but still. Today's special is French toast with a little cat shape seared into the bread. I didn't know that was a thing you could do, but here she is making this adorable food as if she's been doing it since birth. It makes me want to learn to cook. Could I do that? Like, ever? She's a natural. I don't think I could ever learn like that. She says, catching flies? What? Mouth open, staring, gonna catch flies. Oh, you're right, haha. I guess she was paying attention. She says, do you come in here for something, or should I charge admission for the show? Oh, damn! We'd say, oh, sorry. If I'm bugging you, I can come back if this is a bad time, I mean. She says, didn't say I didn't like it. Don't mind the company now and again. She glances up and flashes me, is that? It is! A smile! Victory! Wow! Now what? Is this flirting? Exclamation point. We say, oh, haha, thanks, I mean, hold on, let me try that again. Smooth moves, Gray. Way to get thrown off by a mild maybe flirt. So we say, so I wanted to ask you something and talk about the cat curse. She says, talk while I work. Can't burn the toast. Except for where it's supposed to be burnt. We say, oh, okay. So, you know the cat curse and all? She says, I'd hope so. Haha, right. So, I think I figured out how to break it. She says, I figured that at least warrant a look, but she doesn't even glance up. Is she excited or what? I mean it. Like, I never turned into a cat, right? I think I reversed it before it could take hold. I could probably do the same for you. She says, nah. What? That's not what I expected. I didn't think she'd burst into tears, dance around the kitchen or something. But just nah? If you don't believe me, I can... She says, I believe you. Just don't need it. Bet the others will be thrilled. You what? Don't need it? What do you mean? She says, I'm fine with being a cat. It doesn't cause me problems. It's cool you figured it out. Definitely not what I expected. What do you even say to that? I feel stupid. Like, even more than usual. I'm okay. Okay, this is fine. Get your head in the game, Gray. We can do this. We say, maybe I'm misunderstanding. You want to be a cat forever? You'll be stuck here for the rest of your life. She says, first real job I've had. Not gonna throw that out. We say, hey, mine too. But I don't know. Doesn't it bother you that you can't go anywhere or do anything? She says, I go places. Where? Home? There's lots of stuff you can do besides work and sleep. You should be able to go shopping. She says, don't like shopping. See movies. Graves has DVDs. Go on dates! Ooh, that silence. She slaps another piece of toast on the griddle, but I see that tick. Her mouth is twitching. That's a good sign, I think. She pointedly flips the toast, letting the sizzle drown me out for a second. God, it smells good in here, like vanilla and cinnamon. Did she go home smelling like that? Would she smell like that if she wasn't a cat when she goes home? Or... Okay, yeah, moving on. We say, won't you at least try with me? I've got this magic manual in my place. We could look up how to break the curse and try it out, if you want, of course. She says, thought you said I couldn't date as a cat. No, we are not dating you as a fucking cat. I will literally just, like, fling myself off the roof. I mean, not as a date, I mean... She says, relax, it's a joke. Won't hurt to take a look. Really? But, got some stuff to take care of. Give me your address, I'll come after. Okay, sure. We say, I can text it to you. Can't check my phone as a cat. Oh yeah, whoops. Let me find a paper and a pen. She says, I'll be here all day. You're right. I won't rush then. I'll walk, haha. She says, We're useless. I run away before I can make even more of an idiot of myself. Oh my god, could I have been more awkward? Why do I turn into a blabbering idiot every time I see her? I thought I had game. The only game I've got is Tiddlywinks. Tiddlywinks! I feel like I'm about to burst into shame flames. In the news today, trash heap of a 19-year-old kid opened their dumb mouth and then spontaneously combusted from awkwardness. I gotta get it together before anyone else sees me. Reese says, Avery. Aw, hell, no way. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I just had to move my foot. Are you okay? Come here. Oh, come here. Come here. Ruby. You skooker. Come here. Ruby. Come here, Bubba. Come here. There you are. Good girl. Are your legs asleep, huh? Good girl. You made it. Barely. That was a technicality on your part. She mostly just turned around and then stretched her neck as far as it would go so that her nose touched me. Yeah, that's technically over here, huh? I accidentally nudged her with my foot and she yipped, so I had to let her know that it was okay. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Okay. It's not Finley, but Reese is almost as bad. I busy myself with organizing the cat toys. The red one is longer than the yellow one, but this other red one is shorter. If I arrange them by size, it'll be an ugly rainbow, but if I do it by size and color, it'll... Reese says, Avery, are you ignoring me? We say, what? Of course not. What is up? What is up? Reese says, I wanted to see if you'd be willing to close today, but if you're going to pick up and put down the same toy over and over, I'll find someone more capable. We say, no, it's fine. I was just testing its weight, you know, getting a feel for how the cats like it. Right. It passes the test. Good to go. Unless, of course, you have plans, says Reese. Of course not. Look at that smug mug. He knows full well what he's doing. Why is everybody here so nosy? We say, I resent that. I have plenty of plans, like all the time. I have a very healthy nightlife. Reese says, of course you do, but not often with other people, I imagine, especially not coworkers. I knew it! He does know! Is he good at reading people, or is my poker face that bad? Reese says, gross, I'll have to call Landry for cleanup if you don't pick that jaw up. Though that's half the cleanup we'd have to do if things get messy with you and Mason. No, chill! Immediately giving me the shovel talk. We say, what? I don't know what you mean, haha. Reese says, look, just a friendly word of warning. From a splendid assistant manager to his loyal employee. I heard you talking in the kitchen, and be careful with her. And with yourself. What the fuck? What do you mean, we ask. He says, she keeps such a distance that I don't know what happens if you two get close, that's all. It's just a hunch, might be nothing, but I listen to hunches. Me too, I guess. We say, you're the only one worried. You're only worried about our only chef quitting. Avery's so mean. Reese says that too, but I don't know. It's just a feeling, alright? I try to help and get put on the stand. We say, I'm not gonna thank you for eavesdropping, dude. Did we just call him dude? You're just finding excuses to be nosy. Reese says, well, you say that now, but someday when you're older and more mature, you'll thank me. Was that a Graves impression? We ask. Are you trying to imitate Graves right now? Reese says, what? No, geez, of course not. We say, you are. You even copied his intonation. Oh my god, you're such a little kid. He says, I am absolutely not. We're the same age, you and me. You can't call me a kid. We say, all the more reason you shouldn't act like my dad, kid. Nobody should listen to me for advice, so they definitely shouldn't listen to you. Reese says, I beg your pardon. I'm definitely the more mature one here. I'm a manager for a reason. He's more mature in, like, the capitalist definition of mature. He's hardworking. We say, okay, I bet I could be just as good of a manager as you, and then Mason interrupts us. Ahem. The words die in our throats and we freeze. We whip our heads towards the kitchen. Mason's there, hands on hips, staring at us like she can see our futures. You're real loud. Oh no. We say, sorry, we'll be quiet. She says, She doesn't look mad. She looks amused, like she's trying to hide a smile. Maybe my mind's playing tricks. Reese says, sorry, Mason. I'll discipline them properly. We say, what? You were just as bad. She says, don't be too tough. It's a real fragile one. She makes a noise. Is that a laugh? Then she disappears. Did Mason laugh at me or with me? This, something that comes up in my family. Hold on. Or used to before we understood it, is, we laugh, and it appears to be, like, at each other a lot. Like, someone will do something idiosyncratic, and we'll laugh. And, it's not laughing at you. It's enjoying you. It's, like, appreciating your quirks and, like, finding joy in it. And people get really defensive until they like, learn that love language, I guess. But it's, like, it's hard to explain, because, like, laughing at kind of implies, like a kind of, like, disdain or, like, you know, mocking. But, like, that's not what we're doing. We're appreciating the ridiculousness of a person and, like, loving them for that, if that makes sense. Anyway, that was a tangent. Probably mostly at, maybe both. Point is, I've never heard her laugh, period. Reese looks as incredulous as I feel. I can feel his shocked gaze from here. You know what? It feels pretty cool to get special treatment from Mason. It's definitely a selling point. We say, now who's got his jaw on the ground? Clean up on aisle Reese. Reese says, you can't just steal my line. That's so uncreative. Like I care. Mason kind of sort of smiled at me, and she's going to come over tonight. Reese can keep blabbing until the end of the shift for all I care. I've got other things to think about. If you know what I mean. Boy, is it a long day, though. I divide my attention between checking the front and the back of the cafe. The front to see if Graves is still here. He isn't. And the back to see if Mason is still there. Of course she is. It doesn't make the time go any faster. I finally find a spare pen and paper to write my address for Mason. We have to hide all the pens so Ian doesn't chew them up. Hunting for one thankfully eats up some of my time. It's like a scavenger hunt. Gotta make this nice and easy to read. I spend a little extra time putting some flourishes on my handwriting so it's clear enough. Then I draw a map, then a few cats, and flowers, and oh, I'm getting carried away. I shove the paper in my pocket and get back to work. Hopefully Reese or Landry doesn't see me messing around. Eons later, the sun gets to that point where it shines in the windows at that angle I hate. It means it's about time for Mason to head out. Sure enough, she's already out of her apron and the pots and pans are all nicely stacked. Aw man, I should have been in here helping her clean instead of messing around with doodles. Bonding opportunity missed. We say, hey Mason, I brought you directions like you asked, you know. She says, I remember it like it was yesterday. Is that another joke? Haha, okay, here you go. I hope you like it. It was a pretty good ribbing that it just goes right over our head, doesn't it? Hope you like it. Just bury me alive. I hand her the paper all neatly folded up into a triangle. Well, I tried to make it neat. It's kind of lumpy. Another smile plays across her face. As long as it doesn't get me lost, it's fine. We say, okay, good, I drew a map too. Put my artistic skills to use, just in case. We are out of time, so we'll have our weird, not bestiality based cat date with Mason. See you then. Bye.